The Arab states are renowned for their spectacular and monumental architecture. Think of the Burj Khalifa, Palm Islands in Dubai, and the Louvre Museum in Abu Dhabi. Fueled by these states' immense oil wealth, they're constructing buildings with a scale and ambition unparalleled anywhere in the world. The Qatar 2022 World Cup is no exception. Despite being the smallest nation ever to host the football tournament, they've gone all out creating 8 breathtaking stadiums, the envy of the world. All the stadiums are powered by solar panel farms, and given Qatar's scorching climate, their cooling systems have been meticulously designed. In fact, Qatar's dedication to sound environmental practices earned all the stadiums 4 or 5 stars from the Global Sustainability Assessment System. It's all very impressive. Let's take a tour around these 8 modern marvels. The Janoub Stadium is 15 kilometers south of Doha, Qatar's capital and biggest city. It features an oval form and a distinctive roof design by the late architect Zaha Hadid. Thumama Stadium is 8 kilometers from downtown Doha. An architect from Qatar created the first World Cup venue, Ibrahim Al-Jaida. The stadium has 40,000 seats and 2 decks. A plaza with gardens surrounds the stadium. Construction began in 2017 and was completed in October of 2021. 8 World Cup games will be staged there later this year. After the World Cup, the Al Thumama will give half its capacity to underdeveloped nations. A mosque and a hotel will also be opened on the site. 3 kilometers south of the center of Al Khor, 40 kilometers north of Doha, the Al Bayt is a big stadium. Al Bayt will host matches up to the semifinals. The arena structure is modeled after the traditional Arab tent, known as Bayt al-Sha'ar. Construction began in 2015 and was completed in October 2019. There are 60,000 seats on 3 levels. It will also include a retractable roof that opens and shuts in 20 minutes to keep out the heat of Qatar. Even in November, the stadium is the furthest from Doha, but spectators may stay in the new 5-star hotel and retail area. The Lusail Stadium will lie 15 kilometers north of Doha. The tournament's largest venue will be hosting the World Cup final. The tournament's main stadium will host the opening and final games. The stadium will debut late this year, inspired by the quote, interplay of light and shadow that defines the fan art lantern. The cauldron-like ceiling and curving sides will create a fantastic environment, says the organizers. Since Lusail's planned $45 billion Metropolia quote, will not require its own football stadium after 2022. Most seats will be dismantled and given to needy nations. The stadium will have 86,000 seats distributed across 2 decks, creating a tremendous atmosphere. The Education City Stadium is 10 kilometers northwest of Doha. It is oval-shaped and has a contemporary metallic exterior with diamond-like triangles. This stadium is within the world-famous Qatar Foundation after the World Cup. The Education City Stadium will be the home of the national women's team. The stadium is shaped like a diamond and is meant to sparkle during the day and glow at night, offering a spectacular light display. It also hosted the 2021 FIFA Club World Cup final between Bayern, Munich, and Tigres. The stadium has 40,000 seats in 3 decks. A plaza with a lowered walkway surrounds the arena. Construction began in 2016 and was completed in June 2020. Stadium 974, formerly Ras Abu Aboud Stadium, will be built near the Persian Gulf, 3 kilometers east of downtown Doha. There are 974 shipping containers and other materials that can be quickly demolished after the completion. This stadium is unique because it can soon be destroyed. It will host games up to the final 16 and overlooks the Doha Corniche and West Bay skyline. The number 974 is the country's international dialing code and the number of cargo containers utilized in its construction. The goal is to use minimal resources and hence decrease waste and pollution. It will be made of colorful shipping containers supported by a steel framework. 40,000 seats across 2 levels. The stadium will be encircled by a square plaza with plants. The venue's construction began in 2018 and is slated to open in time for the World Cup. The Ahmad Bin Ali Stadium is 20 kilometers west of Doha in the desert. 3 levels hold almost 40,000 seats. This stadium, formerly named Ar Rayyan Stadium, will host games until the quarter-final stage that is intended to symbolize Qatari culture. The front has elaborate designs representing Qatar's wildlife and commercial history. Because the location is near a desert, the hospitality spaces and commerce booths will be fashioned like sand dunes. The Ahmad Bin Ali Stadium in Ar Rayyan was erected on the site of an ancient pitch, with most of the building materials retained. The stadium has grassy areas and practice grounds. The stadium's construction began in 2016 and was completed in October 2020. The Khalifa International Stadium lies 8 kilometers west of downtown Doha. It was built in 1976 and can hold 20,000 people. It had 40,000 seats between 2006 and 2014. Construction continued to expand. It held 20,000 people and was refurbished for the World Cup. It was developed to 40,000 seats in 2006, and additional renovations began in 2014 for the World Cup. Hospital chairs were increased, everything was renovated, but this is a stadium in 2017. It was the first stadium to be finished. Brazil spent around $11.5 billion to host the FIFA World Cup, with some estimations as high as $14 billion. The statistics for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar are staggering. Constructing stadiums and hotels will cost $16 billion in this small Gulf state. However, due to a shortage of facilities, the extra infrastructure might cost up to $200 billion. That's 50 times what South Africa spent preparing for 2010, and 10 times what Russia planned to finish in 2018. They are part of a $200 billion project that includes new urban areas, an airport expressway, and a port. The construction of tourist infrastructure will deliver various economic advantages to the nation. Qatar estimates that hosting the FIFA World Cup would generate over 1.5 million new jobs in crucial areas like construction. The event should also boost the tourist sector. Regardless, these stadiums are stunning works of engineering. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up to the video and also subscribe and hit the notification bell for more exciting videos like this. Till next time.